So, hello. So it's kind of dark already now, and that's kind of things are slowing down. It's the end of, you can hear my little kitty mewing in the background and a little bit of purring as well. So I thought I'd try something a little bit different for this. And I thought I would do like a slower, sleepy time style reading because most of the time when I'm reading, going pretty fast. I'm doing a lot of talking about kind of some of the context um, with the book. And I thought just to experiment with something, I've really been enjoying um, listening to some and watching, trying to not watch as much just because the blue light from the screen was sleeping. But like to get tired, to relax, to watch a little bit of ASMR. So, one of the things that I've noticed about that is particularly soothing is that it is slowed down. So, I am going to experiment with this and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments on this. It already feels kind of nice to be doing this. And so, yeah, consider this like the Parinoma bedtime story version of these live readings. So, I'm just going to get right into reading. And for as long as I can go slowly and pay attention specifically to you and thinking about you listening to this, possibly tucked in or relaxed and sitting back. That is a nice thought for me because it is right now in Boston. It's like because it's one of the things about a long weekend right in the middle of the city is that it's mostly tourists, so everybody is really appreciating everything. See people really excited and friendly, and looking around. They walk a little bit slower, and there's just a different vibe. It's like a holiday vibe. So tonight, when I just went for a little walk, it was like this kind of calm, like a Sunday night, but sort of accelerated. And it was nice. So it gave me the idea. I thought I'll come back and I'll do a little bit of reading and extend this vibe a little bit. So I'm going to read here so we're on page 103 here in the book. Hee hee. We're going to talk about tolerance for touch. So I'll put the book up nice and close, like bedtime story style. Here we go. So I wish there was a place to put my elbows right here. There's not. So anyhow, okay, I want to put it so it's in frame. There we go. Hey, it's kind of nice. Looks like I'm reading a bedtime story. Or hopefully you're just relaxing. And just close your eyes and tuck yourself in while I'm reading to you. So for tolerance for touch, so physical intimacy and sex are apexes of the adult expression of this hub. This is high voltage attunement with a softening and dissolving of boundaries. Intimacy can strengthen and balance this hub with a secure partner who attunes and supports safe exploration within while respecting limits. Our relationship with sex can shed light on the state of this hub. As with body weight, extreme fluctuations in sexual activity can also point to adaptations in holding patterns. A person with an inflated adaptation is going to be more likely to have trouble with boundaries, While we don't have them for ourselves, it may be harder to be aware of them in others. It makes it difficult to imagine that a person wouldn't enjoy the same things we do. Just as an appropriate amount of emotional expression is subjective, pleasure and sexuality are uniquely individual matters. It's your right to determine what makes sense for your life and your life alone. If a person is a so-called hugger and pulls people in for a handshake and a light embrace, some people may find this warm and charismatic. The same gesture can be alarming and unwelcome by folks who bristle at the lack of appreciation for their range of comfort with touch. The same behavior that is experienced as warm and welcoming by one person can be experienced as a boundary invasion by another. And there should be no judgment. Next page. On a person's preference. Although the intention of a hugger may feel defensible, we should always respect the physical boundary of another person. Each of us should decide who is allowed in our physical space. And even with the best intentions, unsolicited physical contact is always at risk of being unwelcome. Let's see, do we have time for pacifiers? I mean, admittedly, these are pretty heavy topics. But one of the things for tolerance for touch, especially if this is an area where either you or someone that is in your life that you care about has a low tolerance for touch. Some of the ways, first of all, there needs to be like a willingness and an interest in really like the development and the exploration of that. And some places are even just, even like what we're talking about earlier with ASMR is, there's I think it's gentle whispering on YouTube. She does a really nice job of really demonstrating nurture and feeling that, getting massage. If that's something you're comfortable with. Maybe it's a foot massage. Maybe it's a face massage. Some people don't even like getting massage. Of course, that's absolutely fine. So this might be, petting animals. Or even in self-soothing, where we're actually just really slowly and gently, we take our hand and we just start at the shoulder and we slowly run it down our arm to our hand. And just alternate on the outsides of our arms. Then we move into the interior of our arm, which is more sensitive. And just move slowly. Just bring your attention to your hand. And just the slower you can go, even if you use the tops of your fingernails, just slowly, slowly, slowly. This is something we used to do in the pranoma classes. Sort of part of the ebb and flow. Bring in some sensation. But yeah. But perhaps more important than even thinking about how to work with tolerance for touch is first and foremost the acceptance of whatever capacity that you're at and that others are at, and being really conscious and aware. So, anyhow, that is the end of the Sleepy Time edition. Sending you lots of love. I can't wait for next time. See you soon.